Hi again. I just thought it would be interesting to share for myself and for anyone else out there that has eczema or wonders kind of what it's like to have eczema. I just wanted to share a little bit about how it affects your life when you have eczema to this degree. So it kind of invades every area of my life. It's very, very painful. So I get it from head to toe, and at different times of the year and at different stages of life I've had it very bad in certain areas, so mainly all over my legs, and then at the moment for about the past year it's extremely bad all over the back of my neck and my face, and in the creases of my arms. And it definitely changes with the seasons as well, so I always look forward to winter because I can rug up, but then my skin gets extremely dry, so it cracks more easily and I have to use a lot more creams, and it's painful to have a shower because my skin is so dry. So then I'm always hanging out for summer, then summer comes around and the heat just aggravates eczema ridiculously, so it makes it very painful as well. If you sweat at all, it just becomes so incredibly itchy. So in summer I'm often covered in ice packs just to calm it down, which means that I can't do any exercise, which is very frustrating as I love going for runs and things, but it's just not possible. So swimming is pretty much the only exercise that is okay because you don't really sweat, but then the chlorine in the pool really aggravates my skin as well, so that makes it a little bit difficult. What other things? It totally affects how I dress. I love fashion and I would love to dress a certain way, but I feel like I've always had to dress how my eczema is dictated, in a sense. Like, it has always been all over my arms and legs. So the last time I wore a dress or something that came up above my knees, I couldn't even remember. It's probably been many, many years. Probably about 6 years ago I went through a good stage of my skin. But since that time I've never worn a skirt or anything like that because it's extremely bad on the backs of my knees, and it just makes you very self-conscious, and I hate it, so I'm always covering it up. And so it definitely affects everything, and I have to wear certain fabrics. So I'd wear a lot of cotton, a lot of loose clothing, which is often hard to do in summer, or if it's really hot and you have to wear certain things, especially when I was working and I wore like a lot of nylon, and so it definitely affects your wardrobe and what you can wear, which is horrible. I always look at people and just think, oh, she looks amazing and I wish I could wear those things, and one day hopefully I will. But the other thing it affects is it's extremely itchy, so all the time it's just non-stop. Sometimes it just feels like you've got little spiders crawling all over you and you can't stop the itch. Like, it's just incredibly aggravating sometimes. So I take antihistamine every day to help with that. I've been having immunotherapy dust mite injections because I'm allergic to dust, which aggravates it. And all those things help a little bit, but it's still always very itchy. So I do everything to try and minimise that, and have oatmeal baths and use obviously special creams, and everything is cotton, so all my bedding, the shower, like the chlorine in the shower water and the bath water aggravates it as well. So I have filters on all of my taps so that I can have a shower without it being extremely red and itchy when I get out of the shower. I have to use special creams and things in my hair, cosmetics. I try to not use too many chemicals in terms of cosmetics and what I use on my body, because that just burns as well if it's flared up a little bit. So definitely affects a lot of things in life, and physically when it gets really bad I can't move my arm open and shut, and my legs, bending my knees can be very, very painful. Because it gets very bad behind my legs. So because I have little kids, that makes it very difficult to obviously do things with them because it's very physical being a mum to little ones. and the water really aggravates my skin, so just washing my hands or washing the kids in the shower or lots of different little tasks make it far worse. So it's something that, yeah, definitely affects every part of life, and it's always there in my day. It's not like I can forget about it, because I feel like I'm always trying to hide it, and a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't even know you had eczema, because I'm obviously always wearing clothes that cover it up a lot, or I don't go out of the house when it's really bad. Or I take cortisone, which is what I'm now stopping doing. If it gets really bad and I have things on, that would always be my default, because I just felt like for a little bit of time I could live a normal life without this condition and always plaguing me. But that is not a good way to live, so I'm stopping the cortisone and trying to now go down a new road. So yes, that's what a little glimpse into the life of what it's like to have eczema.